welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheki and today we're going to be doing another original book tag. I know that BookTube has been oversaturated with book tags, so I decided to add yet another one. You're all welcome. So this is just basically a tag that I have personally created, and I've done loads of questions based on like trending TikTok videos and sounds, because TikTok is the fastest growing app or social media that we have in current day. It beat Facebook, it is beaten Twitter, it is the #1 fastest growing social media app that we have. Obviously there are going to be more trends in the future, so maybe if this does well and people want it, I will do maybe like a TikTok tag 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. From my knowledge and understanding, there has been no one that has made a TikTok book tag as of yet, but that might have changed in the process of me creating the question, actually filming this video, and then editing it and getting it up. So I don't think there is one, but if there is one, I'm so sorry. I haven't intentionally stolen your idea. Good minds just think alike. Or is it great minds? I'm not sure, but either way, we're on the same wavelength and maybe we can be friends. So the first question is based on a TikTok trend that went around quite a while ago, and that is hit or miss. The prompt for this is a book that seems to be everywhere.
Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh?
My reasoning for this is because when I first joined TikTok, that was the sound that was really popping at the time. It was the hit or miss, huh? And it seemed to be everywhere. Literally every other TikTok that I watched on my For You page or my following page seems to be that sound related into it. Even before I joined TikTok, and my boyfriend was like an avid TikTok watcher, and he would like show me them and I'd be like, it's not Vine, I don't like it. I would hear this audio everywhere every time that he played it or I saw it on other social medias. This audio was everywhere and I hadn't even come onto TikTok yet. I think there are a couple of books on BookTube right now that seem to be everywhere, like hit or miss, but I decided to go with something that is still everywhere, but also something that you wouldn't expect me to answer with, and that is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Now, if you didn't know, David Yoon is Nicola Yoon's husband, and he wrote his own YA novel. It's basically about two Korean teens who fake date because their parents don't want them to date anyone who isn't Korean, and so they fake date each other so they can date other people that aren't Korean on the sideline, on the slide. It does seem to be everywhere. It seems like everyone's reading it, everyone got an arc of it, and I just have seen it everywhere for some reason. And I also can't wait to read it, so there's that. Again, throwing it back a little bit with this prompt, the next one is Maybe I'll Be Tracer. This prompt is a book that you couldn't stop thinking about.
Maybe I'll be Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
What about Widowmaker?
I'm already Widowmaker.
I'll be Bastion.
Nerf Bastion.
When this audio came out and I was already on TikTok, and even my boyfriend showing me said TikToks with the audio in, every second audio would also be this one. So the first one would be hit or miss, the second one would be Maybe I'll Be Tracer. It was in my head constantly and I could not stop thinking about it. I keep saying boyfriend and I mean fiance. We'll roll with it. My book that I can stop thinking about once I read it, I'm sure you've guessed which one it is, and that is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, which is the first book in the Infernal Devices series. This is all I wanted to think about. It was kind of the pinnacle moment in the Shadowhunters series where I really got into it. It was this year one of the first books that I gave a 5 out of 5 stars to, and I could not put it down and I couldn't stop thinking about it afterwards, which is perfect for this prompt. The next prompt is based upon That Should Be Me, and that is a fictional world that you wish you were a part of.
That should be me.
Mine would have to be part of the Renegades world, because I just feel like this is such a unique story and it's such a unique world as well. All of the superheroes are so unique, they have such unique names, and all of their superpowers are also unique to them as well, and I've never seen anything like this before and I would love to be a part of it. The next prompt is based off the audio Pepper. I actually bought my own fucking Pepper advent calendar this year, so.
I ordered some bacon and it like it didn't look right, it kind of looked raw. And Peppa, what are you doing in my sandwich?
For me, I would really like to see how the characters aside would cope in the Mortal Instruments series. I think that this crossover, either way, like these characters coming into this world or these characters coming into this world, I think both of them in turn would be extremely interesting, and just to see how all of them would cope in the different scenarios, like if they just swapped. That would be great. The next prompt is based off of Drew and Danny, and this one is to pick your favourite dynamic duo.
I am Drew, I am Danny, and we are not the same person.
I think this prompt is also self-explanatory, so I'm just going to go straight into my answer, and that is Citra and Scythe Curie from Scythe. Scythe Curie is an amazing scythe to be like helped with the scythe stuff. I'm not sure how to make that non-spoilery, but Citra and Scythe Curie are like my favourite ultimate duo, and I think that really comes through more so in Thunderhead, but it is evident in Scythe as well. Maybe I'll be Tracer. See, I've got it in my head already and I've just said the words, maybe I'll be Tracer. The next prompt is based off the audio Is It Me, Jesus? And this is to pick a book that has betrayed you. Can we also just say that this audio was stolen from Robin Williams? Just thought I'd say that.
One of you will betray me tonight. Is it me, Jesus? No. Is it me, Jesus? It's not you either. Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus?
The book I have picked that has unfortunately betrayed me is Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. If you didn't know, for the majority of 2019 so far, I have hosted something called the Greenathon, where we read every single John Green book, review them, talk about them, etc. I love them, hate them. And when we read this for the Greenathon, I was really excited to reread it and have all of the rep, but it honestly really let me down. And I know a few people who didn't really like this, and it was a favourite of theirs back in the day. And I felt the same. I thought this was such good rep when I initially read it, but reading it now in 2019, it hasn't really aged that well, and therefore completely betrayed me. You can go ahead and watch my Greenathon review down below. I'll link it for you, just because I'm nice. Whatever, Widowmaker. The next prompt is based upon the Ariana Grande song that was turned into a very popular audio on TikTok, and that is successful. This prompt slash challenge is to pick a book that you really, really love, but you know is heavily flawed.
It feels so good to be so young and have this fun and be successful. I'm so successful.
I've actually gone for 2 books for this question, and that is Looking for Alaska by John Green and Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. 2 very different books. Starting off with Looking for Alaska, I did actually just post my Greenathon review of this one as well, so I'll link it down below, but I found many flaws in this and many ways of improving those flaws. There are quite a few slurs used in this and like really problematic language in terms of description of Alaska, and I admit that this has flaws despite it being one of my favourite books of all time. The next one is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. As I've already said, again, I do admit that this has some problematic themes, like Edward being so creepy and Bella being obsessed with him and only him, not having any hobbies or anything. It's very manipulative. But I did like this. I thought it was okay. I thought Edward was really funny and I didn't really expect him to be. I actually do have a vlog of reading this for the first time, which I'll also link down below. But yeah, I did like this, but again, there were some things wrong with it and I do appreciate that as well. The next prompt is based off of the I Do It For The Girls and The Gays, That's It audio, and this is to find your favourite LGBTQ+ book.
Right then, right there when he busts. I'm a fake bitch, so I'm paying him dust. I do it for the girls and the gays, that's it.
What else would it be? Like, what else would I have picked? So I've also got 2 for this answer as well. I've got Autobiography by Christina Lauren, and I've also got kind of a hidden gem, and that is Pulp by Robin Talley. This is my best friend's favourite book. It's actually about 2 LGBTQ+ relationships, more specifically women-women relationship. One happens in the 1950s and one timeline happens in the now, in the present, in 2017 I believe. So it's very interesting to see both of the ways in which we are progressing to more an equal society in terms of sexuality, and also we're still the same and we have to keep on fighting. So yeah, I would really recommend this book. It's very good and it's one of my favourite queer novels. Thank you so much, Alois. Obviously, I already said Autobiography by Christina Lauren as well. This is about a bisexual main character, so if you're looking for some bi rep, there's some there, whose parents and family in general I think used to be Mormons, and they're still living in the Mormon society despite not actually being Mormon anymore. So he goes to school, and in one of his classes he has to get extra credit, and he gets help from a TA called Sebastian, who has already had a book published through this scheme. The 2 of them kind of fall in love and share a really lustful experience with one another, and religion comes into it, and I have a lot of experience with relationships, romantic relations and religion, and I feel like this really helped me understand that side of that a little bit more. But both of these novels that are queer, LGBTQ+, they are amazing and I would highly recommend them. I think I gave them both 4 stars. They are so good. The next question is based around the audio My Type, and this prompt is to admit your most recent fictional crush.
Rich 8-figure, that's my type. That's my type, my type. 8-inch bagel, that's the pipe.
Obviously I picked this prompt to go with this audio, this trend, because it is a lot about romance and people take it seriously, people don't take it seriously. They actually say their types or they'll make a joke out of it. I love this trend. I think it's really nice, and I love this prompt as well because I get to gush about one of my favourite boys in a minute. So pretty much all of my new fictional crushes have come from the Shadowhunter world, but I decided to go with the newest one, and that is Simon. Simon Lewis reminds me of my fiance, and that's why I think I love him so much. He's funny, he's quirky, he's really nerdy, and I really, really like him. And he is a really, really big recent crush of mine, and apparently Isabel's as well, because damn. The next prompt is based off of Willow's popular song Wait a Minute, which found trending on TikTok, and this prompt is to find a character that you would dance with, because the trend is to dance.
But I'm here right now, right now.
Wait a minute. Woo. The character I have personally picked for this one is Brie from On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, because Brie is a badass rapper. She knows a lot about hip hop and music in general, and I feel like she would be amazing to party with, and I think Brie is just a badass character. So Brie from On the Come Up. The next prompt is surrounding the audio Are You Tired of Me Yet?, which the prompt is to recommend your younger self a book.
Are you tired of me yet?
So I picked this prompt for this audio because the challenge on TikTok, and the reason why that Are You Tired of Me Yet got kind of popular, is because people are portraying past experiences, maybe in their childhood, maybe not, maybe there's something that happened a few days ago. They are coming from a place of wisdom, and they're ultimately telling their younger self or previous self that everything's going to be okay. I have two answers that are kind of in the same genre, if you will, and that is What I Lost by Alexandra Ballard and also Paperweight by Meg Haston. They both surround young girls in clinics for eating disorders. I recommend myself these two books because these are the books I needed when I was in my eating disorder, and I probably wouldn't be as damaged as I am today with these books in my life at the time. If I had a time machine, I'd put these books in a time machine and be like, read these because they will change your fucking life. The next prompt is surrounding left brain, right brain. The prompt for this is to find a duo that you really like that are the total opposite of each other, but they still work. So I know we've had a famous duo or likable duo in this tag, but this is purposefully opposite of each other and that shouldn't work, but they absolutely do. I actually made a TikTok myself with the character I'm about to say, so whoa!
I am the left brain, I am the left brain. I work really hard till my inevitable death brain. You got a job to do, you better do it right. And the right way is with the left brain's might. I like Oreos and puss.
For this prompt, I have decided to pick Will and Jem. Who else would I pick from the Infernal Devices series? Because they are just the total opposite of each other, but they're still parabatai, they still work, and they are adorable together. They are like brothers, they are more than brothers, and I love them. They are my fucking life. The next question is based upon the trending audio Who Are You? This prompt is to give your audience viewers or the people watching a if you like this then you'll like this book recommendation.
Wait, stop, this doesn't make sense. Hold up, wait, who are you? I am you. I am me. No sir, you are you.
I would recommend, if you liked The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily XR Pan, then you would also like Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro and Cornelia Funk. Personally, I think that these two are very similar to each other because they are from an element of magical realism, and both of the books have the kind of like, is it real, is it not real vibe, because Ophelia in Pan's Labyrinth is kind of like in this world where everyone else thinks it's fake but she personally thinks it's real, and in The Astonishing Colour of After the main character is chasing after a bird that she believes is her dead mother. So they're very similar, and I really do think if you like this one then you would like this one. The next question is, this is Forky. Name a book that you hated. It's fucking trash.
My name is Gabby, and this is my very good friend Vincent.
Oh, Woody, pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Woody. And you are?
This is Forky. I'm trash.
If you didn't know, this audio was taken from the new Toy Story where Forky is like a fork, a used fork, and the toys are all going through each of who they are and their toys, and then Forky just says, I'm literally a fork, I am rubbish. I actually have two answers for this one as well. I have one of them being Me, Earl and the Dying Girl, which I read for Moo season, but I actually DNF'd this and threw it on the floor. I don't know how it's like a booktube favourite and people's like one of people's favourite childhood books, but it was trash and I fucking hated it. One that I still have on my shelves that I think isn't that great is Georgia Peach and the Forbidden Fruit. I didn't like this. There was questionable disability rep. I go off in a wrap up and I'll try and find it for you, I'll link it below, but I just didn't like this. It wasn't it, chief. It was trash. And the last prompt for this tag is based on the popular audio Jumping the Line, and this is to find the book with the best plot twists or the best cliffhangers.
Okay, I believe you jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe you jump in the line, rock your body and time. Whoa.
The reason why I picked this prompt to go with this audio is also because, you know, there's a little bit of plot twist in the audio and there's a little bit of a plot twist in the actual TikToks that go with it. It kind of just made sense to me. The book I'm going to answer with is Thunderhead by Neil Schusterman. There are really nice plot twists throughout this and throughout Scythe as well that you're just not expecting. The ending of this is just a disaster, and there is a big cliffhanger that people could not wait that long for the top, and it got pushed back twice. Well, there you go. There is my original TikTok book tag. I will upload newer versions of this once new trends come out. I've actually already started making a list of all the trends that are happening right now. Give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. I make videos on the channel every single Sunday. I won't tag anyone specifically because I'm not really sure who likes TikTok and books as well. So if you're watching this and you like both of those, go ahead and do this tag and tag some of your friends. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you the next time that I upload. Bye!